Welcome to our channel. Today we're discussing NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Now I know what you might be thinking. Military alliances, treaties, sounds boring. But trust me, there's nothing boring about an organization that's helped to keep peace in Europe for over 70 years. Before we start, can you please subscribe to our channel? We'd really love your support. Ready to learn? Let's go. Our story begins in the aftermath of World War II. The year is 1949. The world is on edge, grappling with the rising tensions of the Cold War. From this tension, from the desire for lasting peace and stability, NATO was born. On April 4, 1949, 12 nations came together, pledging to stand united against any threat. These founding members included the United States, Canada, and several Western European nations, all bound by a shared commitment to freedom and democracy. And so, from the ashes of war, NATO rose, a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of collaboration in a world often defined by division. Let's take a closer look at these founding members, these architects of peace. We have the United States, a nation still healing from the wounds of war, but determined to prevent future conflict. Then there's Canada, America's neighbor to the north, sharing a commitment to democracy and a peaceful global order. And across the Atlantic, we have the United Kingdom, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, nations that had witnessed firsthand the devastation of war. Every alliance needs a central hub, a place where decisions are made, strategies are crafted, and coffee is consumed in large quantities. For NATO, that place is Brussels, Belgium. Yes, Brussels, famous for its waffles, chocolate, and of course, being the capital of the European Union, is also home to NATO headquarters. Within the walls of this building, representatives from all member states gather, diplomats and military leaders working tirelessly to address shared security concerns. It's a place where nations come together to find common ground, to build consensus, and to ensure the continued success of the alliance. Now, if you only remember one thing about NATO, let it be this: Article 5. This article, this single sentence, forms the very bedrock of the alliance. It's the principle of collective defense, and it states that an attack against one ally is considered an attack against all allies. It's this principle that has helped to deter aggression against NATO members for over 7 decades. Article 5 isn't just some empty promise either. It's been invoked only once in NATO's history, following the September 11th terrorist attacks on the United States. In response, NATO allies stood shoulder to shoulder with the US, demonstrating the true meaning of solidarity. Remember those 12 founding members we talked about? Well, fast forward to today and NATO has nearly tripled in size. As of October 2024, there are 32 countries, each with their own unique history, culture, and strategic importance. The recent additions are Finland joined in April 2023, and Sweden joined in March 2024. Many of the newer members are former Soviet bloc countries, nations that once lived under the shadow of the Iron Curtain. Their decision to join NATO speaks volumes about their desire for freedom, their belief in democratic values, and their trust in the alliance to provide security in an uncertain world. This expansion hasn't been without its critics, of course. Some argue that it's unnecessarily provocative, that it antagonizes Russia. But for those who have joined, the benefits are clear: a seat at the table, a voice in shaping the future of European security, and the unwavering protection of Article 5. You know what they say? Practice makes perfect. And when it comes to defending against potential threats, NATO doesn't mess around. That's where military exercises come in. Those massive displays of coordination and might. Imagine thousands of troops from different countries speaking different languages, using different equipment, all working together seamlessly. These exercises aren't just about showing off fancy hardware or flexing military muscle. They're about building trust, strengthening interoperability, and sending a clear message: NATO is ready. From the icy plains of Norway to the sunny skies of the Mediterranean, NATO conducts exercises regularly, testing and refining its capabilities across a wide range of scenarios. Many people think of NATO as just a military alliance. And while it's true that military cooperation is a key part of what NATO does, there's a whole other side to the alliance, a side that often gets overlooked: the civilian side. NATO has a dual structure with both a civilian and a military component. On the civilian side, you have the North Atlantic Council, NATO's main political decision-making body. This is where ambassadors from all member states meet to discuss and debate a wide range of issues, from crisis management to arms control to cyber defense. It's not just about tanks and planes, it's about diplomacy, dialogue, and finding peaceful solutions to complex problems. So, we've covered NATO's history, its membership, its structure, but what's it all for? What's the point of this alliance? In a nutshell, NATO's primary purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its members. On the political front, NATO promotes dialogue and cooperation, working to resolve disputes peacefully and prevent conflict from erupting in the first place. On the military side, NATO maintains a credible deterrent force, ready to defend its members from any attack. This commitment to freedom and security isn't just about protecting NATO members, though. It's about upholding these values for everyone, everywhere. It's about working towards a world where peace and democracy prevail. You know what they say, the more, the merrier. And when it comes to promoting peace and stability, NATO believes in the power of partnerships. NATO doesn't just work with its own members, it also collaborates with a whole bunch of other countries and organizations around the world. These partnerships are all about building bridges, fostering dialogue, and tackling shared security challenges together. NATO has formal partnerships with countries like Australia, Japan, just to name a few. Through joint exercises, training programs, and information sharing, NATO helps to build capacity and enhance security cooperation with these partners. From the Balkans to Afghanistan to Libya, NATO has a long and complex history of involvement in peacekeeping missions around the world. These missions are often challenging, fraught with danger and uncertainty, but they represent a vital part of NATO's commitment to global security. In the aftermath of the Bosnian War, NATO played a crucial role in enforcing peace agreements and helping to rebuild a war-torn region. In Afghanistan, following the 9/11 attacks, NATO led a long and difficult mission to combat terrorism and promote stability. And in Libya, NATO intervened to protect civilians caught in the crossfire of a brutal civil war. These missions demonstrate that NATO is not just a talk shop, it's an organization that's willing to roll up its sleeves and get its hands dirty in the pursuit of peace. So there you have it. 10 fascinating facts about NATO, an organization that's often misunderstood, but undeniably important in shaping the world we live in. From its humble beginnings in the aftermath of World War II to its current role as a global security provider, NATO has come a long way. If you found these facts about NATO interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.